All right, it's time for the Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles is about bringing your project or financial endeavor fully into form. So the traditional archetype of this card is some sort of artist or stonemason who is creating his work on the cathedral or the stained glass windows. And as you can see, there's a man behind him holding plans. And on these plans, there is a picture of the cathedral. This one as well has, you know, the monk and the priest standing behind him, kind of monitoring the work and collaborating. So as I move into this card, the energy that I get is, you know, you're creating something physical. You're creating something very solid in form. And in this one, as you can see, he is creating his artistic work on the stone pillar, right? So the stone is very permanent. It's very real. So it's about bringing your vision into form, right? It's about taking what is on the plan, on the map, in your head, and bringing it forth into physical reality. The other thing that this card is about is collaboration. So working with other people to bring your vision into form. And everybody is working harmoniously. Everybody is doing things in such a way that supports each other. They're listening to each other. You know, they're making changes as they go. They're looking at the plans. They're creating more and then referencing back to the plans and then continuing to create more. So another thing that I feel from this card is persistence, right? If you want to create a cathedral and you want to create something grand and beautiful, you have a business that you want to create or a project that you want to create, or, you know, you're doing house renovations or whatever it is that you're trying to create, you know, something large like that that you want to bring into form, there's going to need to be steps and there's going to need to be some sort of plan. You know, if you want to build an entire cathedral, that's a little bit daunting. But if you're like, okay, let's just do this wing, you know, and then we'll do this wing, and then we'll do the roof, and then we'll do this, you know, it's a lot easier and you can break it down into steps. So the other thing this card means to me is chunking a large plan down into steps, okay? Doing that as well as continuing to show up every day, right? The only way the cathedral is going to get built, the only way you're going to bring your plan into form is if you show up every day and you do some sort of work on it. The cathedral is not going to get built if the stonemason doesn't show up and lay the blocks. So it's that kind of thing. Now, the Three of Autumn in the Angel Tarot is going to be follow your passion when it comes to your career, be the best at what you do, being compensated for creative talents. Okay. The Three of Earth from the Archangel Tarot is going to be the power of creativity, recognition for high quality work. Okay. And then the Three of Ariel is going to correspond to Pentacles in the Angel Tarot. Angel Power Tarot. Do what you love, a time of great personal growth and career and artistic endeavors, working with others in a cooperative manner. Okay. The other thing that I want to bring out that I feel from this card is the stonemason is doing what he does best, and then the gentleman behind him with the plans, the architect, he's doing what he does best. So also this card is doing what your zone of genius is and allowing the other people around you to do their zone of genius. So if you have employees or some sort of support system, you know, everybody's doing what they do best, and put all that together, that sort of collaboration, that is what creates the cathedral, and that is what creates something great. Okay, so let's go into this card reversed. Okay, the first thing that I notice when I turn this card upside down is that instead of a plan and a like, okay, well, let's see, we're going to do this, this, and this, what I feel here is no plan, winging it, and not really having a concrete vision. So it's very nebulous. You're not actually clear on what you want to create. You know, you haven't really written it down. You haven't even brainstormed really and brought it forth into what it needs to be. So this, to me, would mean like either no plan, or the plan is very fragmented and scattered, and it's just not, it's disjointed. And it's not in any sort of semblance of order where it could be useful and you could actually get something done, okay? And that could even be like the plan is just in your head and you haven't gotten it out on paper, and so it's kind of nebulous. And so, you know, if that's the case, like, how are you going to explain to other people what your vision is, and how are you going to get their assistance? Well, you're not going to. The other thing that I feel with this card is that when it's upright, everybody is in harmony and working together. When it's upside down, people are not working together. They have different visions. They're not working towards the same vision. They are more like separate individuals instead of a cohesive unit that's working for a greater good. Instead, when this card's upside down, it's okay, well, everybody's kind of got like their own agenda going, and nobody's working towards the common good, and there probably isn't even a vision either. The other thing the Three of Pentacles could mean upside down is that, your voice is getting lost, no one is hearing what you have to say, you're not standing out. So when it's upright, everybody's collaborating, everybody's being heard, everybody's brainstorming together and working together. When the card's upside down, your opinions are not heard or validated, they're not taken into consideration, and they're definitely not taken into consideration when it comes to building the cathedral, right? So there is maybe some aspect of kind of being invisible or being overridden by other people because you're not being seen, validated, heard, or acknowledged in some way when it comes to, the plan of whatever it is that you and other people are creating together.